Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for Dragon Ball Super episode 38. So where do I start? So we found out that Monokata is a fraud. We find out within this episode that he's an amateur fighter, he's a fraud, whatever you want to call it, but he was only brought to this tournament by Bills to motivate Goku and Vegeta. So that was a bit of a letdown, but it does make sense. It makes sense why he was fated at the same sight of a Kamehameha. Makes sense why he fainted at the sight of Super Saiyan Blue within this episode, which I found funny because he just comes through and then he's gone again. And it also makes sense why he was in tears when Goku punched him. He is a fraud, and that's disappointing because I was expecting some hype fighter to come along the lines, but no, that's not what we're getting. Monokata is a fraud. So what else do we have in this episode? So Hit, 1,000 years old. He's a very old man, probably the oldest character in anime. Pretty sure of that. Pretty damn sure of that. He is known as the flawless Hit, and we find out that he's basically never failed to defeat an opponent. And now he's very quick. We see within the episode he's very quick, but in 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 basically what I'm trying to say here, in addition, that's it. In addition to this, he can time leap. He can time leap forward 0.1 seconds. Now, this is quite essential to how he defeated Vegeta, which I'm going to get into in a bit. So, throughout in the episode, Bulma reminds us that time travel is illegal within the Dragon Ball universe. So she goes to Jacko. He's doing something illegal. Why wouldn't you arrest him? And that's when we get the little scene with Jacko and the other Galactic Patrolman that's with Jacko, and they're like, nah, we're not arresting him because they're both scared for their lives basically. But Jacko's like, yeah, I don't want to die, and the other one is like, I didn't even see anything, so there's no need to arrest him. That was funny. That was funny. So going on into the fights that we get within this episode, it is Hit versus Vegeta, which was a sick fight. I really liked it, and it was quite deep as well because this was before we know about his power, so we just were seeing him move very fast. I'm like, oh no! And then and I'm just there like, Vegeta, you're getting battered, boy. And then yeah, so we find out, yeah, he's just getting battered. He's just fighting. Vegeta's trying to fight back, but he can't. And yeah, it's during this time in the fight where we find out that Hit goes for vital points. So every hit is hitting is to a vital point in the organ. But we found out that he started off light, all his attacks were light, and then it was the just made Vegeta think that yeah, maybe I got a chance. But it was the final hit that Hit gave to Vegeta that was a heavy hit and just knocked him out, knocked him straight out of Super Saiyan Blue and just KO'd him. Man needed a Senzu bean to recover from the damage. And that's another thing I should mention as well. Vegeta went straight Super Saiyan Blue when the fight, and then yeah, but Hit was ready for him. So after Vegeta had his chance, we flipped over to Goku. Goku had the prior knowledge, so he knew about the time leaping, and he was trying to think of a way to counter it. He doesn't start off in Super Saiyan Blue. He starts off in his normal form. He says transform and takes up too much stamina. He has said this before about other transformations, so it's not new news. So he's fighting, same things happening as well, but he with hitting him, but he as the fight goes on, he manages to find a way to counter attack to hit him. He basically finds out a way to deal with this timely power, and that's where the episode ends off because Hit wasn't fighting serious with Goku at first, but he then takes his hands out his pockets, and then they're gonna go at a serious battle. That's where we leave things off. This episode was good. I liked it when it came to the end. I was like, oh man, damn, we done already. We done already. It had this funny scenes with Jacko and when a car fainting. disappointed to hear that he's an amateur, he's a fraud, but maybe, just maybe, there's more to that we haven't been told yet. Maybe West are just talking some BS. Maybe, hopefully, please. But yeah, that's everything. I'm going to give this episode a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.